Ophelia, walk you here, gracious soul, please you, and we will bestow ourselves. Read on this book, that show of such an exercise may color your loneliness. We are oft to blame in this. 'Tis too much proved, that with devotions vicious and pious actions, we do sugar o'er the devil himself.
Oh, 'tis too true, how smart a lash that speech doth give my conscience. The harlot's cheek beautified with plastering art is not more ugly to the thing that helps it than is my deed to my most. Painted word, oh heavy burden.
I hear him coming. Let's withdraw, my lord.
To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, by opposing in them, to die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub, for in that sleep of death what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's a respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolent of office, and the spurns of the patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietest make with a bare bodkin? Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but at the dread of something after death? The undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveller returns puzzles the will and makes us rather bear those ills than have to fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sickled o'er with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pitch and moment with the regard of their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action. Soft you now, the fair Ophelia, nymph in thy orisons be all my sins remembered.
Good my lord, how does your honor for this many a day?
I humbly thank you well.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I have longed to redeliver. I pray you now receive them.
No, I never gave you all.
My honored lord, you know right well you did, and with them words of so sweet breath composed as made the things more rich, the perfume lost. Take these again, for to the noble mind rich gifts wax poor when givers prove unkind. There, my lord. Are you honest? My lord?
Are you fair?
What means your lordship?
That if you be honest and fair, your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty.
Could beauty, my lord, have better commerce than with honesty?
Ah, truly! For the power of beauty can so transform honesty from what it is to a bald, than the force of honesty translate beauty into his likeness. This was once a paradox, but the time proves it. I did love you once.
Indeed, my lord, you made me believe so.
Then you should not have believed me. For virtue cannot so inoculate our old stock, then we will relish of it. I loved you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? I am myself indifferent honest, yet capable of such things that it were better my mother had not bore me. I am proud, revengeful, ambitious, with more offences at my beck than I have thoughts to put them in, nor imagination to give them shape, nor time to act them in. What shall such fellows as I do, crawling between earth and heaven? We are errant knaves all, believe none of us. Go thy ways to a nunnery. Where's your father?
At home, my lord.
Then let the doors be shut upon him, that he may play the fool nowhere but in his own house. Farewell.
Oh, help him, you sweet heaven!
Or if thou wilt needs marry, marry a fool. Wise men know well what monsters you make of them. To a nunnery. Go, and quickly. Farewell.
Heavenly powers restore him.
I have heard of your paintings too. God hath given you one face, and you make yourselves another. You jig, you amble, you lisp. You nickname all God's creatures and make your wantonness your ignorance. Go to, I'll have no more of it. It hath made me mad. I say we will have no more marriage. Those that are married already, all but one shall live. The rest shall keep as they are. To a nunnery. Go.
Oh, what a noble mind is here o'erthrown! The courtiers, soldiers, scholars, eye, tongue, sword, the expectancy and rose of the fair state, the glass of fashion and the mould of form, the observed of all observers, quite down, and I of ladies most deject and wretched, that sucked the honey of his music vows, now see that noble and most sovereign reason, like sweet bells jangled, out of time and harsh, that unmatched form and stature of blown youth, blasted with ecstasy. Oh, woe is me, to have seen what I've seen, see what I see.
Love, his affections do not that way tend, nor what he spake, though it lacked form a little, was not like madness. There's something in his soul, o'er which his melancholy sits on brood, and I do doubt the hatch and the disclosed will be some danger, which for to prevent, I have in quick determination thus set it down. He shall with speed to England for the demand of our neglected tribute. Haply the seas and countries different with variable objects shall expel this something settled matter in his heart, whereupon his brain still beating puts him thus from fashion of himself. What think you on it?
It shall do well, but yet I believe the origin and commencement of his grief sprung forth from neglected love. How now, Ophelia? You need not tell us what Lord Hamlet said, we heard it all. My lord, do as you please, but if you hold it fit, after the play, let his queen mother all alone entreat him to show his grief. Let her be round with him, and I'll be placed, so please you, in ear of their conference. If she find him not, to England send him, or confine him where your wisdom best shall think.
It shall be so. Madness and great ones must not unwatched go.